In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious post-workout snack. We're making my 3-ingredient energy bites 3 different ways. So the 3 different types of energy bites we're making today are lemon energy bites, chocolate energy bites, and ginger energy bites. My name is Andrea Doherty. I'm a registered dietitian and sports nutritionist. So let's get right into the recipe and talk about what you're going to need. First thing, the only equipment you're going to need is a food processor. And then in terms of the ingredients, these 2 ingredients are the base for all 3 recipes. So we've got 1 cup of raw almonds. So these are going to provide some fiber, some protein, and healthy fats for this recipe. And then we've also got a cup of pitted dates. So it looks like there's a little bit more dates, but they are the same amount. You just want to make sure that when you are measuring a cup of dates that you really pack it down. Otherwise, the recipe may get a little bit dry. And then we've got our little flavor boosters for each of the recipe. So for the lemon energy bites, we're just going to add about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So go ahead and take a lemon and make some fresh lemon juice, or buy a bottle of lemon juice and use that. Either one works great. And then we've got some chocolate energy bites. So with that, you're just going to add a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. And the ginger energy bites, we're going to add some fresh ginger. So before we get into the recipe, make sure you stay tuned and watch to the end, because I'm going to talk about the health benefits of these little flavor boosters, and I'm going to talk also about why these are such a great post-workout snack. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make the ginger energy bites right now. What you're going to do is pop the dates into the food processor, like so, and then the almonds as well. So feel free to do both of them. So we're going to blend up this base right now. So regardless of what recipe you're going to make, this is the first step. Then, like I said, we're gonna make the ginger ones. So what I've done to make the ginger, this is some fresh ginger root, so they're kind of funky looking. You can find it in the grocery store near the onions and the root vegetables in that produce section. So what you're gonna do is peel the skin off and then slice it really thin. So I've done that here, as you can see. Slice it up really thin. And for this recipe, I'm going to do about a teaspoon. So once I slice them up, measure out what a teaspoon makes, and that's how much you're going to use. So this ginger is really great. It's got a lot of, it's got some compounds in there that can help reduce inflammation. So for athletes, this is really important. Intense exercise creates inflammation, which can maybe lead to muscle soreness and fatigue. So this is something that's going to help promote recovery. Along with the dates as well, the dates, we've got some simple sugars that are going to help to replace those carbohydrates in our muscles that we've used up during exercise. Okay, so we're just going to add in the ginger, and you can start with a little bit less than a teaspoon depending how strong you want the flavor, but we're going to add those in there. So if you were to make the cocoa powder ones though, instead of adding the ginger, you're going to add the 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Sometimes with the chocolate ones, it can get a little bit dry with the cocoa powder. So what you want to do is just add about a teaspoon of water, just a little bit of amount to give it some moisture, and then you'll notice that it's going to blend up really great and kind of almost create more of like a dough type of texture. Bonus tip, with these brownie ones, this makes it 4 ingredients, but if you replace 1/2 cup of the almonds with 1/2 cup of walnuts, it tastes like a brownie. So a little quick tip there for you. The cocoa powder is really awesome because it also has some great antioxidants, so things that are going to help with recovery after exercise. And then the lemon one, we're going to do 2 teaspoons of lemon. So this one's, we're adding kind of like we're adding some liquid, so it's going to make them a little bit more softer. But I love the lemon ones. I think out of all these, they're my favorite. It's a really zingy, refreshing type of flavor, almost like you're eating a lemonade, I guess. But the lemons provide a little bit of vitamin C, which is another type of antioxidant. All right, so let's go back to this. So like I said, the texture when we add the ginger or the flavor booster, you're gonna see that the dates have started to kind of break up, create a paste, and the almonds are kind of broken up as well. So let's kind of go and add this. We wanna mix the ginger really nice all around our Energy Bite dough. All right, so yeah, once you open this, you smell a nice whiff of ginger. So if you're a ginger fan, then I think you will love this. Kind of reminds me of those little gin candies or ginger tea, the smell at least. Kind of reminds you of ginger tea, but really great. So, and then that's about it. That's all you do. Then you just kind of want to get your other equipment in there, your hands. And I like to grab just a small little bit, and then you're just going to use your hands to kind of roll it into a dough. Or a ball, sorry. So you're just gonna use your hands, kind of roll it up, super simple, and you've got a little nice Energy Bite. So when you look into the food processor, you're gonna see you've got, chunks of your almonds. I like to leave some texture there. It may not look like it's gonna stick, but it really will. Those dates really help it to stick together, and it makes it, again, such a great post-workout snack. Little bite, because it's got those carbohydrates. A lot of people think post-workout, protein, but they forget that, yeah, we need some carbohydrates as well to to refuel our muscles with carbs. Keep in mind, 1 cup of dates to 1 cup of almonds, and then get creative with what you want to do to flavor it. So I've also done some chocolate orange ones, so I've added some orange juice to make it kind of like a chocolate Terry's orange, lime juice instead of the lemon to make a key lime pie. There's so much that you can do, and make a big batch, store them in the freezer. They can store in the freezer for a couple months, and the nice thing is they don't get rock solid in the freezer, so you can just take it out and have a bite. So there you go, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment what little Energy Bite you think would be your favorite and which one you're gonna make first.